misuse of prescription and over-the-counter medications among high school and college students is at an all-time high, and experts at the University of Michigan Health System say stimulant abuse can lead to serious health consequences for these young adults if parents aren't vigilant.
Test-taking time is an extremely stressful time of year for any student. So the students who are doing well, it's extremely stressful for them because they have that pressure to keep up and perform. For the students who are on the fringe and have trouble academically, of course, it's also an extremely stressful time for them as well. We are finding that some high school students and college students, as the pressure's on for exams, are turning to other substances to try and help them through this very stressful time. Recent studies have shown that there has been anywhere from 5 to 35% of college students misusing stimulants around stressful times with academics. There is also some evidence that high schoolers, anywhere from 8 to 10%, can misuse stimulants during these stressful times. We actually know that approximately 25% of high school and grade school children have been approached by friends to use their medication. I think it actually starts out very innocently. Their friend is stressed and they're worried and they know their friend is using a stimulant medication and they just feel it might help them get through it. It is never a good idea to use anyone else's medication, whether it's a prescribed medication, over-the-counter medication, absolutely not. Of course, if you have ADHD, then obviously using your stimulant medicine on a regular basis, not just when you really need it at crunch time, is best. For someone who does not have ADHD and is simply using the medication because they feel it could help them, there are definite side effects that are classic that they might see. So some of these side effects would be, initially, they might just, it might actually help their attention. They might be a little bit more focused, but they could also see some euphoria. They might have an increased heart rate. More chronic use actually could lead to depression, irritability, stomach aches, headaches, and serious misuse or abuse of these drugs can lead to very serious side effects such as hypertension and stroke. Very alarmingly, we see a lot of young people, and I mean very young people, grade school, turning to energy drinks. I find it interesting that if we saw a 12-year-old with a cup of coffee, we might look askance at that, but when we see 12-year-olds with energy drinks, we don't seem to have a heightened awareness that this could be a problem, and it definitely is. There is harm to when you're taking more than 1 or 2 of these drinks a day. I think some of the harm is very similar to what we see with the stimulant medications, so you can have, at first in general, you have heightened awareness and you can probably focus a little bit better, but then again, too much of this medication, it's basically caffeine, leads to jitteriness, anxiety, again, the increased heart rate, and then very more serious side effects of high blood pressure, hyperthermia, and stroke.